So we're going to jump off into some questions. First off, where are you from?
I'm from Dorchester, Massachusetts, which is about 15 minutes from here. It's a nice little town, and I've lived there my whole entire life. So.
Awesome. So that kind of influenced the decision to come to BC, so having it right down?
Yeah, for sure. Growing up, I'd go to all the BC games, Beanpot, and ever since I've been little, I wanted to come to one of the 4 Beanpot schools, and ultimately decided to choose to go to BC.
Awesome. Talk about when you first started playing hockey and what got you interested.
Well, I have 2 cousins that were in the NHL, Keith Kachuk and Tommy Fitzgerald.
Wow.
And growing up, I've always loved hockey. Every time my brother, Jimmy Hayes, plays for the Blackhawks, he started probably when he was 4 or 5. I'm sure my dad just put me on skates and threw me out there whenever he was out there. So that's probably how it started.
So it was a family thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Now talk about your biggest influence in your hockey career. Who is that?
Either my dad or my brother. I mean, of course, your parents, they're the one who pay for everything. They go, They always support you. They go everywhere with you. But at a hockey standpoint, it probably have to be my brother. Every time I'm struggling, whether it's just with life, school, or hockey, I always count on him. I talk to him almost every day, and he's been there. I was lucky enough to be here with him for 1 year, and he helped me out a ton, so I'd have to choose him.
That's awesome. Can you talk about your most memorable moment in hockey throughout your whole career?
Either winning the Beanpot or probably last year when we won the national championship. We ended on a 19-game win streak, which was unbelievable. And just being able to share that victory with those guys and those seniors was unbelievable.
That's awesome. Can you talk about the recruiting process here to BC and what was its deciding factor on coming here?
Yeah, BC was always on my radar. My brother went here. I came to all the games growing up. Like a Boston kid, it was either BC or BU, and BU's a great school. They have a great coaching staff over there and great guys over there. But ultimately, with my brother being here and my best friend Billy Arnold committed probably a couple months before I did, so it was an easy decision when I had to choose.
Okay. Now, talk about what it's like to play for Jerry Rourke and the rest of the staff.
Playing for Jerry's awesome. He's a hockey legend. He knows so much. Greg Brown's just he knows a bunch. He played the game for a while. All different leagues, NHL, AHL, Olympics, played here at BC. He's out there on the ice with us every day. He teaches us a ton. But going back to Jerry, he just knows, he's been through so much. He knows everything. He's the most positive guy. He's usually more positive than everyone else on the ice during practice. And it's hard not to enjoy the game of hockey when you're on the ice with him.
Can you tell me anything that, like, insider information they've given you, something that really propelled your game to the next level? Yeah,
just like making sure being consistent every day and working hard and really gearing down on my defensive, like I need to be out there playing defense, and I can't be having mental lapses out there.
Absolutely. Now, switching over to the student side, what's it like being a student athlete here at BC?
It's great being a student athlete here. The students here support our team so much, and going to class and being with guys that you don't see every day in the locker rooms, it's a lot of fun, and being able to hang out with those guys outside of hockey.
Awesome. Now, do you have a favorite class?
My favorite class would have to be with our team pastor, Father Tony. We were in Living Truthfully, so it was fun.
Now, why is that your favorite class?
Just because he was an unbelievable teacher. He's a really funny guy, and I learned a lot through him.
Can you tell me one thing you've learned from him?
Just how, like, we read a book, Character is Destiny, and just going off your character, it's basically your whole entire life, and you don't want to lose that. So
does that help you out on the ice?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Very quickly to get it up to those phones. Here's Bill Arnold on the other side of the Eagles. Wrapper on the fence. Score! He gets it to Hayes, who ties this game up at 1 apiece. Kevin Hayes is 6th of the year.
Playing in the Hockey East Conference obviously is unbelievable. What's that like?
You read about all these leagues, and every year Hockey East comes down to 1 point. I know the last 2 years we had to win the last game to win the league. And you see at least 3, 4, 5 teams go to regionals every year from Hockey East, and it's pretty crazy playing against the competition here. Like, I know last week Maine, who was in last place, came in and swept us. Every team's good, and every week you can't take anyone lightly, and you got to prepare Monday through Friday for the games Friday and Saturday night.
Now, do you have any friends on any other Hockey East teams?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say the most friendly team I'm with is probably BU, which is pretty friendly, which is pretty funny. But on the ice, I wouldn't consider them my friends,
Yeah.
but off the ice, we're pretty friendly. I'm buddies with Garrett Noonan and Matt Nieto.
Now, you're in your junior year. You have one more year left. What are your plans after college?
After college, I'm hoping to be able to make it to the NHL, and I was lucky enough to be drafted by the Blackhawks with my brother, so hopefully one day I'll be playing with him.
Describe what that would be like playing with your brother in the NHL.
That would be a dream come true for sure. It's something that we've always talked about and joked around with, and doesn't really happen that often. And for us, we were lucky enough to be in the same organization, so hopefully in a couple of years I'll be able to play with him.
Okay, moving off the ice and out of the classroom, what would you say you'd be doing in your free time?
Free time, I'm trying to just hang out with buddies and play Xbox for sure. All the guys come down to the room, we play Call of Duty and NHL, so that's pretty fun being with the guys.
Who's usually winning those games?
Call of Duty is definitely Billy Arnold. NHL is probably Johnny Gaudreau.
Okay. Now, what would you say your favorite NHL team and NHL player is?
Favorite NHL team is the Blackhawks for sure, and my favorite player would have to be Rick Nash for the Rangers.
Right, Rick?
He's a big guy like myself. He skates really well, and he scores some goals.
Absolutely. Now, here's a little situation for you. If you could pick the best 3 forwards to make up a first line in the NHL, who would you pick?
I don't know the positions exactly, but the best 3 forwards, I'd probably have to go with Datsuk, Nash, and Kane.
Those would be probably my 3 picks. They're pretty good. If you weren't playing hockey right now, what sport you would be playing?
Basketball for sure. I played my whole life. My dad was my coach up until my freshman year of high school. Even today, me, Pat Way, and Parker Milner like to get on the court and shoot around a little bit. Yeah.
What position do you usually play?
I think I'm a point guard, but
Like to pass?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
See, favorite sports other than hockey?
Basketball and football for sure.
Now, who are your teams?
Basketball, Celtics. I am a Celtic for sure. And football, I have to go with the Patriots, Tom Brady. TB12 for sure.
Absolutely. All right, last question. Can you tell us maybe an inspirational quote or motto you try to live by every day?
Like my dad says, if you're there, you have to work hard. And I try to do that every day. If you're in the classroom, you might as well work hard. If you're on the ice and you're there, there's no reason not to work hard. So my dad told me that when I was probably 7 or 8 years old. And if you're going to show up, you might as well give it your best.
Absolutely. Well, Kevin, I appreciate your time and good luck the rest of the season.